I've just watched my neighbor die. I live about 5 houses down from a block of flats for retired old people to live in. It was about 8:20 p.m., and I was just walking home from jiu-jitsu practice when I saw what looked like a faint fire burning inside of the first floor of one of the flats. I didn't know the guy who lived there, but I'd seen him many times before. At this point, the fire had just started, and I asked a woman looking on if what was going on. She was calling the emergency services. At this point, there were only about 3 to 5 of us outside who'd noticed the fire. I dropped my bag, ran towards it, and started yelling, "Fire! Get out!" I wasn't sure if he'd left his flat until I saw him looking out from the window to the left of where the fire started. The fire was growing rapidly, and I was yelling for the man to jump out the window. But he was old, probably drunk, and didn't likely know what was going on. He turned around, and that was the last time he was ever seen. The fire kept growing so quickly, and more people were coming out to look. At this point, I realized this was likely going to spread to the other surrounding flats, so I ran inside the building and knocked on everyone's doors, yelling for them to get out. I saw a fire extinguisher inside, so I grabbed it, ran outside, and tried to extinguish the flames, but the fire had gotten so big all the windows were broken and it was no use. The person who lived directly underneath the fire, who I'd gotten out of his flat for whatever reason, had doddered back inside, probably to grab clothes. I yelled at him to get out, and finally, after what felt like way too long, he did. All this happened in a 5-minute time span. After about 8 minutes since I saw the fire trucks arrived, but it was too late. I was later told the man had died. Hundreds of people had poured out of their houses, looking on at the massive flames. It feels weird knowing you were probably the last person someone ever talked to. The fire so strong I could feel it from 15 feet away. Not a nice way to go. All this happened about an hour ago, and I almost feel strange about going along my daily routine. Maybe if I'd found that extinguisher 2 minutes earlier, I could have gone upstairs and dragged him out, but that would have probably been stupid. Anyways, considering how big the fire was, I'm glad the other flats don't look too badly affected. Had the fire trucks arrived 5 to 10 minutes later, it definitely would have spread to more.